On your screen, you'll see a list of agenda items that we plan to cover during the session. We'll discuss the program, admission requirements, and resources available to distance learners. We'll also share some information about the University of Alabama and the College of Education. We'll hold a question and answer period at the end of the session. To ask a question, just type it in the text box found on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, like this. Feel free to type your questions into the box during the session. We'll address your questions at the end of the presentation. We're recording this session. The recorded session will be placed on our website for future reference. We'll provide you with a link to the recorded session in an email that we'll send out in the next few days. At this time, I'm going to turn the program over to Dr. Holly to give you more information about the program.
Hi everyone. I'm excited that you're here tonight to learn more about our online Masters in Higher Education. The program overview slide talks broadly about the program that is designed for individuals who hold a bachelor's degree, who are interested in pursuing a career in higher education, or who are already working in the field. These are the different areas that some of our students come from, although really across our student population, we find people working in a whole range of careers and also different institutional types. 2-year institutions, 4-year institutions, for-profit institutions, as well as public and private. And I think that makes for a very interesting learning environment. The higher education program has been offering a master's degree since the early 1970s. This online master's began last year, so we're now admitting for our second cohort to start in fall of 2018. And we can move to the next slide, which talks about our typical student. Our online master's program is really geared for students who are working full-time, and these students come from across the country in terms of geography. The average age is 40. We see them from a variety of states, not just from Alabama. Our first-year cohort has students from Washington, California, New York. I think what this does is makes for productive conversations about changes in higher education, what's happening not just at the state level at these different states, but also at a federal level and what higher education looks like nationally. The program is completely online. We have no requirement for students to come to campus in terms of coursework. There are 36 credit hours, which is the same as our traditional master's degree, and the courses in our online program are taught by the same faculty who teach our on-campus program. It's approximately 2 years of part-time study. This is when students go through the summer. But I think the program is really conducive for people moving ahead at their own pace, depending on what's going on in your personal life as well as your professional life. Here's a sample listing of courses that we require of students. The first course, Perspectives on Higher Education, the 500 course, is really the introduction to the study of higher education. The course at the end is AHE 593, that's the capstone seminar, and we require that of all students at the end of the program before they graduate. And really in between, I think the courses give you an idea of what we emphasize in all the different areas of practice in higher education. These include things like student development theory, the student in higher education. We want students to gain an understanding of finance and business affairs. We have special topic seminars in technology and grant writing, issues of assessment, issues related to diversity and multiculturalism on campus. So I think our goal is really to train students to be thoughtful practitioners who are able to understand how and why the university works the way it does, but also have a good base of knowledge in terms of the literature and research around higher education as well. The regular requirements that we have are a bachelor's degree, And then we're looking for two things, a 3.0 overall undergraduate GPA. We also look at the last 60 hours in terms of that undergraduate degree. We do sometimes have students who apply who already have a master's degree, so that's something that we consider as well. We have a GRE requirement, a test score requirement. Either the GRE, we're looking for a minimum score of 300, or a MAT, which is the Miller Analogies Test, and a score no lower than 50th percentile. Per the graduate school, those test scores must not be more than 5 years old. Our application deadlines are usually around 6 weeks before the semester starts. So for the fall 2018 semester, we're looking at a July 15th deadline, and then for spring, a November 1st deadline.
Thank you, Dr. Holly. As a distance learner, you'll have access to the same resources available to campus students. You are eligible to apply for federal financial aid. Students eligible for military educational assistance may use their educational benefits here at the University of Alabama. Distance learners have access to all university library resources, including access to scholarly databases, assistance with writing and citation, tools and tips for research, and the interlibrary loan program. There's also a dedicated distance learning librarian on staff to assist students as they navigate the library resources. The Writing Center offers online assistance and tutoring to students who are unable to visit the campus location. The Center for Academic Success provides individualized tutoring, study skills workshops, and exam reviews through web-based methods to meet the needs of distance learning students. Blackboard tutorials are available for those who have never taken an online course. Distance learning students pay a flat hourly tuition rate regardless of residency. The rate does not include any applicable course fees or books. Students have the option to purchase access to the Student Health Center and the Student Recreation Center. Unfortunately, you must be enrolled as a campus student in order to be eligible for athletic tickets. The College of Continuing Studies offers scholarships to students who are enrolled in degree programs facilitated through continuing studies. You must be currently admitted or accepted for admission in order to apply. Applications are accepted year-round and scholarships are awarded each semester. Now I would like to share some information about the University of Alabama and the College of Education. The university was established in 1831 as the state's first public college. Approximately 38,000 students attend UA, with about 5,500 of those students enrolled in graduate programs and about 4,800 enrolled in distance learning programs. We are an accredited and reputable institution. The College of Education was established in 1928 and offers more than 20 graduate degree programs for distance learning students. Faculty offices and classrooms are located in Graves and Carmichael Hall. The College of Education is made up of 6 departments. This particular degree program is housed in Educational Leadership, Policy, and Technology Studies. In the next few days, you'll receive an email with information that includes important website addresses and contact information, as well as a link to the recorded session. Thank you for joining us today, and at this time we'll start taking your questions. I'm going to put Dr. Holly and my contact information up on the screen so that you'll have our contact information. If you have questions in the next few days, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. So at this time, if you have questions, if you'll please pop those in the chat box. We'll be more than happy to address your questions.
Gary, while we're waiting for any possible questions we might have, I wanted to add to potential students that I think the university really works to provide resources as necessary for our distance learners. So ranging from faculty accessibility to the library to the writing center, all of those options are available to them.
Cassandra doesn't have a question, but she wanted to thank us for the information. Cassandra, thank you for joining us this afternoon. We appreciate you taking time out of your day to join us. Lisa, very informative. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa, and thank you again for joining us this afternoon. Marjorie, in terms of the writing sample required with the application, is there a specific length required for that sample, and also very informative?
In response to the question about the writing sample, there's not a specific length. For students who are just coming out of an undergraduate program, I think a paper written for undergraduate would be appropriate. Really, this requirement is to give an indication of your writing abilities, so there's less concern about the topic itself. It usually ranges a minimum of 3 to 4 pages, just to give you a starting point.
Thank you, Dr. Hawley. Do we have any other questions? Again, while we're waiting, I want to thank each of you for joining us this afternoon. I also want to thank Dr. Hawley for being here, giving time out of her very busy day as well, providing great information for the program. It really makes it nice to have you here with us, Dr. Hawley. Okay, I don't see any other questions coming up at this time. Again, this recording will be sent to you via email, and it'll also be put on the website for you to view at a later time if you come across any information. Again, our information's on the screen, so if you have any questions that you think of later, feel free to reach out to either myself or Dr. Hawley, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. And Billy, thank you for being here this afternoon. Thank you all. Have a great evening, and roll tide.